I am an entrepreneur, so I'm not a real technician in perfume. This is the job of Emilia, the her work. And when I met Emilia 7 years ago, I was involved in another field, gold, just to understand that is all another story. And when I met Emilia, she started to explain to me about perfume. At the beginning, I was not so interested because I'm a pragmatic person, and so perfume is something strange. Then, more and more and more, I was interested to understand this word, perfumes, and understand how a perfume comes from an inspiration. All our perfumes, this line, Onyrico, the first one, speak about Italy and has got a link between the perfume, the cap, and the fragrance, and the story. I still remember then we will arrive to explain Rosa Bohème, that is this one, when she told me, now I want to have a perfume that speak about opera lyrica. Come on, how can you link opera lyrica with the perfume? And so we have been in Milan, we have La Scala, that is one of the most important theater. We went there, very ancient, and we understood, we smelled the perfume inside the Scala, and we produce, both have more than me, this perfume that then you have to smell and you will feel inside an opera theater. So Emilia has got a different experience.
I've got hello, I'm Emilia.
She's an artist, she's not an entrepreneur. So.
I'm an artist. So I was, first I was a graphic designer, and then I fell in love with perfume, niche perfume, and so I started to study the materials and all the work connected. And slowly, I tried to realize something important that for me is important, that is a complete line of perfumes. I call it Onyrico. Onyrico, that means the world of dreams. First, because it was my dream, so it's like a wish to everybody to go on with their dreams, because dreams are important for everyone. And I dedicated this line to those old Italian people, artists and historical people that went on with their dreams, strongly believed in their dreams, that they could realize such masterpieces that we can still see and we still can appreciate. And so we talk about Michelangelo Buonarroti, we talk about Leonardo da Vinci, I think that someone heard about them, and Marco Polo, we talk about all these people. And so every fragrance is dedicated to a person or a civilization, of course, because, for instance, one fragrance that is Ungüento is dedicated to ancient Rome, that is not a person, but is our history, our culture, of course.
Our perfume, we are Italian again, and our perfume are manufactured all in Italy, 100%. Only the raw material inside, saffron, pepper, all the raw material are not Italian, sure, but all the rest, marble, bottle, labels, box, and we feel in Italy, so all is made in Italy, and we are proud about that. And as you can see, we have this marble cap that is another important part of the perfume, the Jewish shore, but the marble, that the marble is the stone where our civilization, we come from Romans, and they build all the church, all the houses, and all the monuments in Italy and in Europe. So, if, for example, if you go to Colosseo, you will see this kind of marble. That is Travertino Romano, is the name of the marble. And all are made in Italy, in two places, Sicily for some of them, and Tuscany for onyx and some others. So this is what's characteristic. Then, now we will go through all the perfume and the marble also.
No, we would like to present the perfume, so you can smell something and you can smell and appreciate all the fragrances. So I don't know how to do. We go on with this.
You want to start with? Yes, Onyrico. That is. So we have two lines. Onyrico we started 5 years ago on the market. Yes, 5 years ago. And then we will see this one that is Anima Mundi, and we launch this year in Exanse in Milan. Exanse is one the most important, I think, fair for perfume niche perfume, and is in Milan. So we are lucky about that to have the fair in our city. So let's start with.
So just tell you another thing that our payoff is timeless emotion.
My name is Mukhtar Hassan from Nice News. Please, can you tell us, elaborate about how you have the inspiration, how you create each one, and what's the real story about each perfume?
Yes. To tell you the truth, I traveled a lot, as I was telling to someone else, and I traveled really a lot. And once I decided to come back in Italy, and after 1 month, I decided to travel in Italy as well. And I was looking and recognizing all the beauty that something I had inside. I already knew everything because I studied at school. But in that moment, I really understand emotionally what we had. That's why I decided to create something connected with our history, something emotional, who could represent Italy in a special way.
So Emilia, when I met her, she already has some of these ideas in the pocket, but she's an artist. She didn't know, and she doesn't know still now, because it's not easy how to put it on the market, how to produce, how to refill. Simple things for me, but not for her. She is an artist. Easy for her to produce the fragrance and the connection between the raw material, but all the rest is very hard. And so already was in her pocket this line. All the other fragrances, we just choose some of people, Italian people, genius, I want to say. Leonardo da Vinci, for example, the most important, we think, artist and not only. In Italy, and Michelangelo Buonarroti, that was a painter, was a sculptor, and all the rest. We have many Italian people, important, but this is our choice.
Which one you like the most, and which one you love the most of those collections? Yes.
For me, I will explain during the presentation. Anyway, Michelangelo Buonarroti is my favorite. I want to say that I asked to Emilia to have this kind of fragrance. Inside has got all the fragrances of the fig, the fruit, from the leaves, the tree, the wood, and
even the fruit.
Yeah. And I want to connect this idea with the first
childhood.
If I already told you, when I met her, I went to visit in her laboratory where she made the senses, and after 1 hour speaking, she understood which was the right perfume for me. It's still my preference. In that case, that is favorite. Okay, so this is how we choose the people, Italian people, and which is my preference. Favorite.
So Michelangelo, let's start with Michelangelo.
Yeah,
let's start with
Michelangelo is of course dedicated to the great artist Michelangelo Buonarroti. The marble we choose is of course the white of Carrara, because he could carve marble, this kind of marble. We choose the marble from the same cave in which Michelangelo went to bring her marble, marble.
The block for his most important sculpture, that is La Pietà. And this marble has got this characteristic that is not soft, but is easy to carve. And they produce, the artists produce with this marble such a nice...
because I like, because it's very metallic. Very...
yeah.
Yes, metallic.
The name is Bianco Carrara, that means white from
White
Carrara,
from
and
Carrara.
Carrara is the city where the cave is, in Tuscany. This is manufactured in Tuscany.
So this Michelangelo, in this fragrance you will smell the flower of the fig, as Giorgio told you. So you will smell the leaf of the fig, the tree, and the flower also, and the fruit. A little bit of incense, and even olive tree, because Michelangelo was born in a small village in Tuscany that was called Caprese Michelangelo, and it was full of fig tree. So we were inspired, and I was thinking about this little Michelangelo growing up, breathing this smell. Moreover, if you see, maybe you remember La Cappella Sistina in Rome. I don't know if you know, but if you see the drawings, you will see that the forbidden fruit is not an apple, but a fig. So he went against the church. The church wanted him to draw an apple, but he drew a fig, because we made a research, I made a research, and I discovered that the forbidden fruit wasn't in real an apple, but a fig. And there was a wrong transliteration from Latin to Italian. So malum and melan are very similar, and so they were wrongly translated. That's why I choose fig for this fragrance. You will smell also the incense, because he worked a lot in the church, so he always smelled this kind of fragrance smell. And it reminds also the particular land of Tuscany. It's very typical Italian flower of Tuscany.
I want to show you this too, because the marble is natural, no? It comes from a big block. The block is all the same, but sometimes the block, the part of the block is different, quite different. This is the same marble.
So they are very unique. So now I will tell you about itineraries that for which I choose a special marble, very rich marble, that is Portoro. That is a black marble with the gold veins inside. That is because this fragrance is dedicated to Marco Polo. You know Marco Polo, the great traveler?
Yes.
He was the first great traveler of history. He left very young, at the age of 19, and he arrived in China in 20 years, and he traveled toward unknown lands. Never knew what there was outside Italy. So he went, and he was the traveler. So he went in contact with different people, different cultures, different philosophy. And he wasn't a conqueror, just a traveler. So when he arrived in China, he was a wise man. And the emperor wanted him as a governor for his land. So he stayed in China for 20 years at the court of the emperor, and he brought to Italy gold and silk. So he drove the way of the silk.
So the perfume, whenever finished, no way to throw the bottle.
Sorry?
Whenever the perfume finished,
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
For us, it's a sculpture, you know.
Yes.
For us, the marble is called Portoro. That is an Italian word. because it's Italian marble, and means bring gold.
Bring the gold.
Or is gold, and portare is bring. And has got this line that sometimes has got gold inside.
You will smell the tangerine that is typical of China. You will smell a silk accord inside, very soft, very pure. Pink pepper, that is the spices he found during his travel. And you can find two flowers inside that are peony and osmanthus. Those flowers are very rare at that time, and they were cultivated just in the emperor's garden. So that's why we put inside all these fragrances. Very fresh but spicy, citrus but spices as well. But fresh spices, not so hot.
By the way, I never smelled like this. Really,
Yes.
it is together.
Thank you.
One of the characteristics of our perfume are that everyone says the same. Different from the others and between them. There is not a line between the perfume, not wood basis or what else. Everyone is different because everyone has a different
Personality,
inspiration.
inspiration and personality. So this is what's very important.
Let's try. No, let's go with Imperial.
Let's go with the Imperial.
That is better. No, this is better to keep that at last because it's very strong.
Imperial. For this fragrance, we talk about an Italian poet, Dante Alighieri. I don't know if you ever heard about him. He was the greatest poet in Italy. He wrote the Divine Comedy,
Dante.
and he was inspired by a woman to arrive to God. So Imperial is an Italian name, and it means paradise, the last paradise, where he could meet God. This is a very special fragrance because I wanted to recreate the sensation of Dante while he was thinking to stand in front of God, smelling something special, I think, because it's something unusual in paradise.
What the volume size available?
100
100
ml. 100 ml.
And they are concentrated at 23, 25, 24%. So it's almost parfum.
Inside the Onyrico line, we have two special editions that we could increase until 28 and the other one 29. Now we will go through this two perfume. And but the perfume are between 24 to 29. So very very strong, very important.
It is unisex.
Yes.
Almost perfect.
You will see the last one that I want to keep it last is
More
mostly
feminine.
for ladies.
This is a fragrance very pure, very soft, very clean. Must represent the paradise, so it's very soft. I put inside lavender that clarify and gives holiness. Purified, yes, it's purified. Then we put heliotrope inside that I don't know how to say in English. Vanilla is too sweet, then heliotrope put it a little bit down. And a white rose and jasmine. White rose because the white rose was the rose of God for Dante Alighieri and for all the Italian poets.
In this case, as a cap, we choose a marble, but a special marble. This is onyx. And onyx is
Pink.
the most important, yes.
With pink.
This marble represents the sky in the sunset. So it's something you can see in some
This is from the
clouds.
north of Italy.
Yeah,
Yes.
from
Florence.
Tuscany.
Tuscany, yes.
And yeah, I will show you the marble that we manufacture in Sicily are Travertino and Perlato di Sicilia. That is the new fragrance that we are in production now. Will be in UAE in 10 days.
Very, very good.
Any questions? Go on. So, I would like to introduce you Tao. Tao how was the cross that mystic Italian man Francesco of Assisi wear. We don't talk about religion, we talk about philosophy and mysticism. So he went against the church to build its own church because he wanted to return to a very basic meaning of love. He spread universal love, so he didn't want to talk about religion, but just universal love. He loved all the creatures. A legend says that he could talk even with animals, and he could talk with
spirits.
Yes, yes. But he was very young. He was a rich guy, and he left everything to live in port. So he left everything and he lived in the forest without anything else. And he built the first church and he built the first community with follow him in this history.
What's the flowers in this one?
Sorry?
What's the elements in this one?
There are aromatic herbs, that is some sage and rosemary and thyme, because he used to cultivate it, yes. And then you can find the whiteness of juniper, and you can smell all the Mediterranean typic forest, that is pine and I don't know how to say, oaks, musk, and all the Mediterranean trees.
The marble.
You can smell also a little bit of incense because he used to burn incense in his church, and even the leather of the sandals he wore. Because he wore just sandals he made on his own.
What is your background? Because something very perfect, really.
Yeah, thank you.
You did this thing just before a few years, as you said, 5 years or something like this.
But she
what
has
is your
already-
Yes, but I had already
Experience.
yes. Yes.
And the marble is with you is green Verde Alpi, and comes from the Alpi, that is the mountain that we have on the top of Italy, between Swiss and France and Italy. There are these mountains, and this green comes from there. Verde Alpi.
That is the marble of beauty.
Yeah. We choose also for this boutique.
The packaging to be together like this.
The packaging, I want to show you now close. The packaging is this one, and it's made in Italy. We have our own color. The velvet is our own color. The velvet is normal velvet, but made in Italy, and the color is ours. It's important to say that as the customer opens the box, inside there is one, you don't see straight the perfume as normally inside. So you have, first step, there is a black cartoon that with the marble on top. So you see the marble and something bright that stops the customer to understand what is marble. Marble is stone where our country is built, more or less. Then you take out the second cover and you go through the perfume. Inside there is a special travel size of 8 ml, travel atomizer, 8 ml empty with a funnel. And we put in each 100 box this travel atomizer, because we thought from the beginning that ladies normally travel with the bag with the perfume, and not to carry the perfume with the marble, and so they can refill 8 ml for sometimes these people get it as a gift. It really is not only a gift, it's something that helps to use the perfume as you need, as you want. So in each packet you can find that.
Each bag, there is a difference between each bag for the cover, closure. The closure, not the same with the others. Each one, because it is marble, it is not...
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, each one is different.
Sure, yes.
It's a unique piece.
And these are the boxes of Onyrico.
So we we'll go on with unguento. Unguento, I told you before, it talks about ancient Rome. So we're Italian, we come from ancient Rome. It's a Latin name and it means oil for the body, because at the ancient time they didn't use, of course, perfume that were created by Arabs in the 12th century, but they used just oil for the body that came from Egyptian. Unguento has got a special history because I could find an ancient formula that Julius Caesar used to wear when he went to the spa. And so I tried to recreate the same fragrance. Of course, we have not the same materials they had at that time, but I tried to recreate in a modern formula. So this is something special. It talks about Roman because they were the first who built the first therme, the first spa, the first wellness. And so this fragrance represents the spa. So you will smell some raisins inside, a little bit of spices because Rome was the way of spices. And you will smell also wine and honey that Romans used to have in their parties and in the spa. Very strong. But I thought that it was more masculine, but a lot of women appreciate this fragrance.
The cat comes from Rome, is Travertino Romano. This is this kind of marble, because it's got all the wool inside, it's very strong, but it's got wool, so it's not heavy like this one. That is easy to be covered, but is wool. And it's light to travel, to transport from the cave to center of Rome, and they built church.
It's isolated.
Yes, this is.
Marble absorbs.
Yes.
Yes.
Absorbs, and if you can snap, you can also spray on top. Leave 5 minutes. It goes inside, and it releases the perfume in the night. Travertino Romano. Romano means from Rome. We use this kind of marble in two different colors. This one beige and this one red. That is the same stone with two different colors.
One last one.
Unguento.
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 That means oil for the body.
Latins, Romans, they used to try, so they used oil on the body after the wellness spa. You know, in Rome, they were the first that used spa, and they used a lot.
Will this group of very strong with something like nickname? It was like Philip, Zenobia,
All the area, because when we speak about empire, we think about Rome, but no, the empire was
up to the Muslims.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So,
Rosa Bohème.
yes, I want to speak about this fragrance.
This is
This is the most, I think, artistic one because Rosa Bohème is dedicated to opera lyrica. So opera lyrica is still sang in Italian, and the best authors are of course Italian. And La Bohème was written by Giacomo Puccini, and Rosa, it means red. So red is the color of the theater. And this a tribute to Giacomo Puccini and also to Luciano Pavarotti, because Luciano Pavarotti loved this opera because it was the first opera he sang when he was 60. So he always beloved this opera, and it's a tribute to this great person, I think.
Very good.
So the red, the marble is a red Travertino.
same as the other one.
I ask you.
So in red version.
I just ask you to smell this fragrance closing your eyes because you will smell something special. It was so difficult to represent the theater, an ambience in a perfume, but I think I could realize it. So if you close your eyes, You will smell the velvet of the curtains, the wood of instruments, the wood of the chair, the chalk of the stage. You will smell the aftershave of tenors. You will smell also the tobacco of the cigars of the men that smoke between one after the other. You will smell the Chinigo perfume of women. And if you go to Teatro La Scala in Milano, you will smell the same fragrance. It's very classic and very refined.
This is the perfume that I was telling you before when she told me let's create something speaking about opera lyrica, that is opera lyrica born in Italy, and so I didn't understand how can we join something sound with smell. And this was the this was the trouble. So we went there, smell. She put also some different raw materials, but the base remind exactly the ancient.
The same smell you can feel when you go to La Premiere in Teatro La Scala. The same smelling, the same emotion. Yes.
So we start 5 years ago with 7 fragrances. Now the fragrances are 8 and will be soon the number 9. This one, Artemisia, is the last.
Artemisia is our last fragrance, and it's a special edition. It's different because it is represented like that. This is concentrated 28%. It's almost an extract. And Artemisia is dedicated to Artemisia Gentileschi, a woman. So this is a tribute to all women, because she was a painter, the first female painter. She went against a world of men, of course, and she could realize her dream and became a painter. Artemisia Gentileschi was a strong woman, very strong woman, and a beautiful woman, so very sensual. And she could enjoy all the best courts of Europe that loved her, even if she had no husband with her. So, in a world where, in which in that period women can't even talk, she could realize to be a real great person. So this is a tribute to all women. It's fresh, very particular, a lot of character, because I put inside many blends of ginger. That is the spice, very fresh and very characteristic smelling. The blends are roots of ginger, flower of ginger, and candy ginger. So it gives just a little bit of sweetness. And with candy sugar also, and a special flower that is champaca, that is an Indian flavor. Very special flavor. Now it is the best seller. The very, very last. And then we can stop a little bit and you can have a rest. It's Zephyro. Zephyro is very tempting, very sensual, because it contains tuberose. This is dedicated to Alessandro Botticelli. Alessandro Botticelli drawn La Primavera of Botticelli. We can see it in the Galleria degli Uffizi in Florence. He's a big painter representing the fall of springtime. Zephyro is the wind that breathes on Venus, and so the springtime can born. It's a big painter, and so I try to represent the emotion when I was in front of this painter, try to smell the painter's head, the painting. So the smell of fragrance of the springtime. Yes, there is a tuberose that is the queen in this fragrance, very sensual, but there are a lot of flowers inside, white little flower that represent springtime. I have to tell you that tuberose is a difficult flower. You love it or you hate it. So it's difficult.
You keep us, you keep the people in confused.
Yeah.
Whatever they will select, they will be ready.
Yeah. And tuberose was also a flower that in medieval time was forbidden because it was considered too sensual, too carnal. So it was forbidden at all.